Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on last year's national champions, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Tigers will kick this deep to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Breaks into the clear. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Pulls it in. It's Hussein. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game. That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Third down, out of the shotgun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, South Carolina. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. They're going to the air in the first play. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That one play has flipped field position. First down to the opponent's 44. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Tigers are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
The short completion to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A play action, looking to throw. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Dump off, caught by the running back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
The defense now backed up in their own red zone. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Checks this down to the running back. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The Gamecocks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pass is intercepted. Past the 50, past the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway, they set the offense up in great field position.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return, they almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play.
And they will score.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football.
Oh, what a grab! They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
First down, we're going to throw the football. Tries to get it to the running back. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Catch is made down the middle.
Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to...
He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
It's the latest chapter in a backyard rivalry game that goes back to 1896. Of course, these days, it's a non-conference end-of-the-year collision, Kirk, but it really has gained prominence in recent years.
And I think this is one of the nastier rivalries out there, to be honest with you. And I think over the last, 10 or 15 years, Clemson has obviously taken their program to another level. What Shane Beamer's been able to do here in the last few years in Columbia has really elevated the Gamecocks program. So it's gone to a whole nother level, not just for Clemson, but really for both these teams. Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw to the left.
What a catch! They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with it.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone.
And it's intercepted, but out of bounds. So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone. Empty set now, 5 wide. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Short return tackle made at the 27, a crucial takeaway.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Downfield catch made on the left side. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Hill. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Throwing off play action. He escapes the pocket.
Throws it to the right.
Hook in the open. Touchdown, Clemson.
This quarterback on fire today. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
And he fields it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. So here we go. First play of the drive under 2 minutes before halftime. It's an option look. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That time they were able to get to the quarterback before he has a chance of throwing yet another touchdown pass. 3 already in this first half. At least this is a sign that this defense hasn't totally given up yet.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. And he finds his tight end for the catch.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Short throw complete to the tight end. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw it again. Here's the target, and it's complete. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just no
touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking.
And body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. On first and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Caught by the receiver. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. See what the call is on first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Great cut. They whiff on him. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Clemson!
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Return begins inside the 10. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Odom. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He missed it. Off target that time. And it's still a huge deficit. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch downfield. And the ball to the ground. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
On the move now. He breaks free. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on 3rd down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go on the move. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Breaking tackles and going. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The pass rush closing in. Makes a quick grab. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal. The Tigers come to the line with 1st and goal.
You call a quick out on 3rd down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a...
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut it?
Could take it all the way. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Sure hands. It's Clark. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
That's caught. It's Hussein. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Off target with the throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Odom.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That's reeled in. It's Hussein. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And midfield, across the 40. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense is trying everything.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He steps out of bounds at the 26. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
22 water. 22 water.
And it's a direct snap. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Finds his target. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
In the red area, it's Fields. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit, recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He escapes the pocket. Oh, they've got him. A fourth down sack and a turnover on downs.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Pulls it in. It's Hill. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, almost intercepted for a second time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up third down.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
He'll field it close to midfield. And the returner is brought down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Direct snap. Here he goes. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking to scramble. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game, and why is he throwing the football?
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Under pressure, just lets it go. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, what a move. Picks up the first, looking for more. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup, you just want to get the ball out to your receiver, hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But, man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Split backfield here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. On the run here. Let's it go. The 4th down completion to the running back. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. And the Tigers will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second. It's a fake. Looking for an open man. It falls incomplete, and the attempted fake fails. The gamble just doesn't work. The punter's pass, not close. The offense is set up with excellent field position. On first down, it's play action. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the 4th quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He's got room to run. He's in the clear. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's Clark. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Well, this is why you get the ball out there to your playmakers, not just catching the pass, but also being prepared to do something with the football once you have it in your hands, and he shows he's got that ability here.
And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Quick throw to his receiver. Over the middle and incomplete. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Second down, we're going to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Grab down the middle. It's Santiago. That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up with a first down at the 41. The Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds his man. It's Santiago.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
7th play of the drive coming up.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hit.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock.
Ready! Break! Check, check! Reds, let's go!
Looking for some space. It's Hill. Running with purpose. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. A matchup of 2 powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year, but now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with great poise.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind.